basic ideas in mathematics. There are sets, relations, and functions. These topics are connected and very important because they are used in many areas like algebra, statistics, and computer science. First, we will learn what a set is and how we can group objects in a clear way. Next, we will study relations, which show how elements from one set can be linked to elements in another set. After that, we will learn about functions, which are special kinds of relations with certain rules that make them useful for describing real-life situations. By the end of this video, you will understand these three concepts and how they are connected. Now, let's begin. Okay, first we will learn about set. A set is defined as a well-defined collection of distinct objects considered as an object in its own right. The objects in a set are called elements or members of the set. The items in a set are called elements or members. For example, we can make a set of natural numbers, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and others. Because the items are clear and defined, this is a set. But something like a set of beautiful girls is not a set because the word beautiful is subjective and not clearly defined. Sets are usually written using capital letters such as A, B, or C. The elements are written inside curly brackets. For example, the set of A. The element of set A is 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. If an element belongs to a set, we use the symbol like this. If it does not belong, we use the symbol like this. For example, 5 is an element of A, so we can use this symbol to show that 5 is an element of A. If we want to show that 2 is not an element of A, we can use this symbol. There are three common ways to represent a set. First, by roster or listing all its elements. For example, A is a set with element 5, 6, 7, and 8. The second is by using set builder form. For example, A is the set of all real numbers x such that x is greater than or equal to 0. Third, by description method. For example, A is the set of all natural numbers. And the last, by using of Venn diagrams, which is a visual representation using circles to show relationships between sets. For example, like this. An element of set A are 4, 9, 16, and 25. And an element of set B are 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are several types of sets in mathematics. The first is empty sets. An empty set is a set with no elements, denoted by this symbol. The second is universal set. A universal set is a set that contains all objects under discussion. And the last is subset. A subset is a set where all its elements are contained in another set. For example, if A is a set with element 1 and 2, and B are set with element 1, 2, and 3, then A is a subset of B. There are several important operations on sets. The first, union. Union is combines all elements from two sets. If A is a set with element 2, 8, 9, and 4, and B a set with element 2, 4, 5, and 6, then A union B are 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. The second is intersection. Intersection is a new set containing only the elements that are common to all given sets. For example, if A is a set with element 2, 8, 9, and 4, and B is a set with element 2, 4, 5, and 6, then the intersection of A and B is 2 and 4. The third is difference. Difference is products a set containing elements that are in set A but not in set B. For example, if A is a set with element 2, 8, 9, and 4, and B is a set with element 2, 4, 5, and 6, then A minus B are 8 and 9. And the last is complement. Complement contains all elements from the universal sets that are not in set A. For example, if U is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9, and A is 2, 4, 5, and 6, then A complement is 1, 8, and 9. Okay, next we learn about relation. A relation is a rule that connects elements from one set to elements in another set. For example, suppose we have set A 4, 9, 16, and 25, and set B 2, 3, 4, and 5. We can define a relation like the square of. So 4 is square of to 2. So we can represent a relation by R equal to 4, 2, 9, 3, 16, 4, 25, 5. This means each element in set A is paired with an element in set B. Okay, so in relation, we know about domain, codomain, and range. The domain is the set of all first elements. The codomain is the set of possible second elements. And the range is the set of elements in the codomain that are actually related. For example, if we have a relation A, the square of B like this, the domain are 4, 9, 16, and 25. Codomain are 2, 3, 4, and 5. And range are 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next, we will learn about function. A function is a very important concept in mathematics. A function is a rule that connects two sets and gives exactly one output for each input. In other words, for every element in the first set, there is only one matching element in the second set. A function is usually written as f A to B, which means the function f maps elements from set A to set B. The set A is called the domain, and the set B is called the codomain. The set of all output that are actually produced by the function is called the range, and it is a subset of the codomain. The main idea of a function is that one input cannot have more than one output. Function can be represented in different ways. One common way is by using a formula such as fx equal to x squared, which means the function takes a number x and multiplies it by itself. Another way is by using a table of values, where we list inputs and their outputs. Function can also be shown using graphs on the Cartesian plane. In a graph, its input x is paired with an output fx, forming points like x, fx. There is also a simple test called the vertical line test. If a vertical line touches the graph at more than one point, then the graph does not represent a function. This helps us to check whether a relation is a function or not. There are many types of functions that we study in mathematics. One type is an injective function or one-to-one function. This means that different input always give different output. For example, the function fx equal to 3 times x. is injective because if we choose two different numbers, their result will also be different. Another type is surjective function or onto function. This means that every element in codomain has at least one input from the domain that maps to it. For example, the function fx equal to x cubic. From real numbers to real numbers is surjective because every real number has a cube root. A function that is both injective and surjective is called a bijective function. This type of function creates a perfect pairing between the domain and the codomain. For example, fx equal to x plus 1 is bijective because it is 1 to 1 and every value in the codomain is used. There are also other common types of function based on their forms. A linear function such as fx equal to 2 times x plus 1 has a graph that is a straight line. A quadratic function such as fx equal to x squared has a graph in the shape of a parabola. A constant function such as fx equal to 5 always give the same output no matter what the input is. There are also other types like polynomial function, rational function, and exponential function. It's with its own special characteristic and used in mathematics. When learning about function, there are several important things that we need to explain. First, we should identify the domain, codomain, and range. Second, we need to understand that the rule or formula of the function. Third, we can study the behavior of the function, such as whether it is increasing or decreasing. We can also look at whether the function is continuous or has breaks. In some cases, we study operation on functions such as adding, subtracting, or combining two functions into one new function. Another important idea is the inverse function, which refers the process of a function. Not all functions have inverse, but a bijective function always do. Functions are very useful in mathematics and in real life. They help us describe relationships in real life. They help us describe relationships between quantities, such as time and distance, temperature and time, or cost and number of items. By using functions, we can model problems, make predictions, and understand patterns more clearly. In conclusion, we learned three important ideas in mathematics. They are sets, relation, and function. Set help us group objects clearly. Relation show how items from one set are connected to items in another set. Functions are a special type of relation where each input has only one output, so the result is clear and consistent. These ideas are connected and are very important in many areas like algebra, statistics, and computer science. By understanding them, we can see patterns, solve problems, and explain real-life situations using math. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped you understand the topic better. See you in the next lesson.